Hey guys, Mario's just teasing you about being on time.
Hello.
Hey Samuel, how's it going? So thank you everyone for joining us.
You
We
are
have
lagging.
Lisa and Samuel here from Germany. We're very lucky to have them because they're super busy people and they very graciously have donated their time and effort to doing this interview with me this afternoon or this evening in Australia. So very happy to have you both. Thank you both for making time.
Yeah, I just woke up just for you. I would just slept 2 more hours.
Yeah, Mario already wrote. Wake
Mario.
up some.
Oh, well, yes.
So we might get stuck into the questions. Some people have written in some questions for you guys. You have a really big following in Europe, which is really nice because I think you guys are great artists and you put a lot of effort and heart and soul into your craft as artists and dancers. And what I really appreciate about the two of you is you're constantly upskilling. So you don't get stuck sort of in this artist mindset where you don't need to learn anymore. And I think one of the things that makes you both stand out to the public is that you continue to learn and upskill. So you guys said just before, like you've moved to Italy and you were training in Milan, you're in Adolfo's Mambo Magic team, and you've like traveled around Europe taking classes with people. You guys have been to Cuba a couple of times to upskill like your Afro and your ballet like dancing. So how long have you guys been dancing for?
I started dancing ballet when I was 4, and I'm still dancing ballet. And we started dancing salsa 7 years ago, and we met one of our first classes. I think in the second salsa class we met, and our teacher told us to dance together. So that's how it started.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I started with 16 or 17. I did one of my first ballroom classes, the traditional ballroom class you do in Germany. And then after 1 year, I started with hip hop. Actually, I was dancing 5 years hip hop, like a lot. And when I moved to Constance to study at the university, I met the guy who had the salsa school, and he told me, "Come over to my salsa dance school. You will like it." I went the first day. I did the whole 4 classes. I came the next day. I did 4 classes again. And I think the following week or the week after, I met Lisa, and from there on, somehow we started to train one day, and then we are here.
And that's where it started. So what is it about other places around the world that made you want to go there? So why did you guys go to Italy to start training, and why did you go to Cuba?
I think we both want to know kind of every style in salsa because it gives us the possibility to dance with everyone. So we want to dance Cuban and mambo and everything we can learn. And we thought it might be the best decision to learn all this mambo stuff in Milan because there's Adolfo, and we had a great opportunity to have like 4 classes a day at Fernando School and also with Adolfo. And Cuba is perfect for all the Afro stuff and for contemporary, and we are a lot of fusions in our shows. So we want to improve every style.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's salsa. It's one culture. It's one music, and inside this salsa music, which it also already says, it's a source of everything. Is so many different things, and we love everything about this music. There are some people, they say they don't like Cuban music or they don't like this boring mambo stuff. And for me, in each style, there's so much beautiful music, which makes you want to dance. And sorry, there's some weird thing popping up. I just want to dance on every music. I want to know how to dance on every kind of music, and I think it's very important to understand this culture, to understand where it comes from, where it will go, and especially there are so many steps in Afro. They are also now included in Mambo shines and stuff, which have a deeper meaning. They have also a religious meaning, and I think we should at least pay a bit of respect to the people who still practicing this religion, that we should learn about it before using it, or at least learn at the same time we're trying to use it.
So why did it become important for you guys to learn about the history of it? Because that's something that maybe isn't typically shared in every class. So someone had to give you the importance of this information. So who was it that did this for you?
For me, I think I started this with hip hop, because in hip hop is so important to understand the history, to understand where it comes from. I think this was my hip hop teacher who pushed me in this direction. He always also told me I have to invent my own style, create my own style. He did a lot of basics, and he always said, try to do your own thing with these basics. And I think I came with this mind into salsa, and I wanted to do the same. I want to understand the music. I want to understand the culture, where it comes from. And if I go to classes, I always will try to do things on my way. Like if he does a suit, I'm not gonna, well, maybe I'm gonna try to do it like the teacher does, to understand what he does, and then I will take the parts I like and take the parts from another teacher I like and put them together and try to create my own style. That's at least for me.
And actually, when we went to Cuba, all the teachers were telling us a lot about the history, and then I realized how important it is for the culture to understand everything, not just the steps, not just following the class, but to get to know everything around. Because yeah, it's the culture of so many people, and I think it's nice to get to know more about it, to respect it.
And I think that's one of the things that a lot of students really like about the two of you, is because I've done a few of your classes over the last few years since we've known each other, and you always say at the start of the class, we're going to be doing this step, it means this, it comes from this place, it's important to know these things if you're going to be doing it. So you guys are big advocates of what you say you actually do as well, which I think is really admirable. There's a question here from a dancer. And it's come up a few times when you guys perform. They want to know why Lisa doesn't wear shoes when she performs.
Yeah. So I like to dance in heels, but it was always like this, that I really like the connection to the floor, especially when we do stuff. I really like to be on the floor.
And
a lot
contemporary as well.
Yes, contemporary as well. But a lot of people keep telling me I should wear heels because I'm a girl and it looks nicer. So let's see.
And Lisa's really stuck when she says no.
Because I remember being backstage with you in Berlin Salsa Congress last year, Samuel, and someone was giving you feedback about your show, and they say, oh yeah, we really love the show and the musicality and what you're doing, but like you have to wear shoes. And then like I came past sort of at the end of this, and then she walked away, and I said, was she like giving you feedback for your show? And then Samuel said, hey, if this is the only thing she doesn't like about my show, I'm happy.
But let's see what the next show brings. And hi, James and Maria. We love you.
From England. You naughty badger. I hope you're doing well.
They had to postpone their
wedding.
Their wedding.
Yeah, it was really tragic.
We'll try to come next year.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah.
No, but they don't have to send a new invitation that gets accepted.
No, we're just coming.
We're gonna party.
Do you think you have such a, like, you enjoy dancing barefoot because you have the Afro training as well? Do you think that's a strong association to why you enjoy being barefoot? Because a lot of Afro training is barefoot.
Yeah.
For sure, yes. Yeah.
And you guys incorporate a lot of Afro into your routines.
Yeah. In social dance, I like to dance in heels, but also for classes, I prefer to do it in sneakers, actually. Because yeah, I don't know. I like the feeling of it.
I really like to dance naked, but on social
not so appropriate in classes.
No, I just do it at home in my room, in my dark basement room.
So I haven't seen it yet, so don't ask me.
A lot of online classes could be like this. You could just wear the t-shirt, and no pants. And for interviews as well.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm wearing here. Yeah, there are also different spinning techniques, so it depends. There are spins where you tap the whole time to keep pushing yourself. There are turns where you close the legs and the guy has to push you. And I remember especially when we went to Milan, we trained a lot the tapping technique because this one was new from us, what Adolfo and Tanya did at this time. We trained this a lot and fought a lot about this.
Yes. It's giving very hard to all these turns. And when I'm turning, I never think that the guy has to lead my turns, but just that he has to show me how many turns I have to do.